What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So, I know y'all saw that 50 piece from Damian Lillard that he put on OKC. Woo! That boy got ice water running through his veins. Y'all have to stop sleeping on Damian Lillard. That boy is a problem. With that being said, I believe him and CJ McCollum deserve to be the number 2 backcourt in the Western Conference. Maybe not even the Western Conference, the number 2 backcourt duo in the whole NBA. So let's hop into this. At the beginning of this season, the NBA ranked their top 5 best backcourts in the Western Conference. At number 1, it was Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. At number 2, it was James Harden and Chris Paul. At number 3, it was Russ and Paul George. At number 4, it was Ricky Rubio and Donovan Mitchell. And at number 5, it was Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. Now, I understand why they had them two at the bottom, because last year they got swept by Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. So I understand why they had them at number 5. They had a lot to prove this year, but we're gonna come back to them. So, reason why they have Steph and Klay at number 1 is it's a no-brainer. They made it to the finals the last 4 years, and out of those 4 years, they won the championship 3 times. So out of 3 or 4 years, they won the NBA championship. And they're one of the best backcourt duos ever. Now, I read an article where someone was comparing them to Jordan and Pippen. I wouldn't compare them that far, but I would honestly probably put them at the top 5 best backcourt duo. Now, Chris Paul and James Harden at number 2. I understand why they put them there too as well, because they did make it to the Western Conference Finals with their first time playing with each other. They really proved people wrong by showing that, they can play together. People were saying that they both are ball dominant. They both need the ball in their hands to be good. Well, when James Harden was on the floor, he played well. And when he went out, Chris Paul dominated the ball. So, and to top it off, James Harden actually won an MVP. So they actually proved people wrong again that they can coexist and play good together. Now at number 3, Paul George and Russell Westbrook. I can see why they did that, because Russ, triple-double, Mr. Triple-double. And Paul George this year really came out and was an MVP candidate, but there was no way they would know that at the beginning of the season. But I can see why they did put him at number 3. And number 4, Donovan Mitchell and Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio really sets up Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell is just something special. He's a really special player at his age. He's a superstar already, and once he gets, I would say the next 5 to 7 years, he will be a top 10 player. Mark my words, he probably even be top 5. I mean, he's that good. He's really that good. Now, and then Damian Lillard, like I said, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum at 5. But I really think that they deserve to be at number 2. So I'm going to bump down Ricky Rubio and Donovan Mitchell to number 5. Why, you ask? Because simply, it's Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio really can't score. He can, hit the mid-range, but his shooting is not really that good. It's not good at all. He can't shoot a 3. Occasionally, he can hit the mid-range, but his shooting is not really that good. He's not really an offensive threat. So I really wouldn't put him at number 1, number 2, or number 3. He has to be at number 5, so they're actually getting bumped down. Donovan, he's a special player again, but it's because of Ricky Rubio, so they're bumping down to number 5, and the Portland Trailblazers are moving up another spot. But I'm not putting him at number 4. I'm actually going to put Russ and Paul George at number 4. With that being said, because Russ didn't really show up in the playoffs. He did, yes, he's Mr. Triple-Double throughout the whole season, but we fell in love with him scoring triple-doubles all the time. He didn't really show up and it wouldn't really matter, and that was the playoffs, the biggest stage ever. Like, you have to show up. You keep saying, I've been killing Damian Lillard for the past 2 years when y'all got in a scuffle back in January, but you didn't show up when it really mattered in the playoffs. And let's not forget, Paul George, yes, you had an injured shoulder, but you didn't show up that much as I thought you really would, because you were an MVP candidate before you injured your shoulder. So yes, maybe the shoulder really did affect you somewhat. In that last game, you was cooking until Russ really, tried to be the hero and got plucked. So I'm actually going to move y'all down to number 4. And then number 3, I'm actually going to bump down the Rockets from number 2 to number 3. Why? Because Chris Paul always stays injured. Like, he's never on the court long enough to really deserve that third spot, deserve that second spot. Like, he's just never on the court. And then James Harden, all he does is ISO. He's not an all-around player. So I'm bumping him down to number 3. And at number 2, I have to put CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. Them two boys are special because them two alone averaged over 50 points this series against the OKC Thunder. They're on another level right now. They're playing where they can beat any team. They have a chance to even compete with the Golden State Warriors, but they have to compete that same way the whole time. They both have to drop like 25, but one drops 30, one drops like 28. They both have to score half their team points to even compete. If they see the Warriors, mark my words, I'm not going to say 7-game series, but a good 6-game series. It's going to be 4-2 because I don't believe the Portland Trailblazers has the depth that the Warriors have, but we're going to see. Again, guys, hop in the comment box. Let me know who your best backcourt duo is. I really like to know. I really believe it's Steph and Klay, then Damian and CJ McCollum. As always, guys, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell button so you can get notified when I post my videos. As always, I'm going to catch y'all later.